All right, we've got head coach Allison Lawrence here with senior Jackie Howell. Coach, we're going to start with you. First week of the regular season coming up here at the Grand Canyon Invitational. Can you just kind of walk us through, fall camp with a lot of newcomers and the excitement to get everything going here?
Yeah, no, it's been kind of a whirlwind. I feel like, as fall camp always is. But it's been exciting. I think the challenge has just been finding our strengths in a new group, finding unity, finding connection and chemistry and all those good things that you look for in fall camp, but also just getting enough reps to where we feel really gelled, especially with all the lineup options we have. So that's been exciting and just been a lot of coaches meetings and a lot of different looks at practice and just a lot of possibilities. So there's a lot of question marks going into this weekend, and we're just going to see what happens, start somewhere and then work our way from there. So trying to just be aggressive and have mindsets individually and on the court that whatever our job is in that moment, we're going to do it to the best of our ability. So they've been great at preparing in that way.
Coach, for you, like when you enter a season, what's kind of, I guess, your formula to get the team ready? Because there's so much prep, right? But then once you kind of get into game week, I imagine it's a little different. So what have you seen work for you in years past?
Yeah. Volleyball's funny because we don't get access to, we can't coach them in the summer. So you just end up getting 2 weeks to find out everything you can and practice as much as you can. So I think the formula, it's a different formula each year, but I think with this year, it was finding the right combination of rest and just time together, which was hard because we have, on the one hand, a very old team that needs to not be overtraining and not be doing too much, and yet we have a very new chemistry. So that was it. And then I think every year you just have the team that you have, and then you are training what you need. And I think you just have to, as a coaching staff, be able to adapt in the moment. So we try not to plan too far out. We take it one day at a time and we adjust as we go.
Speak to, I guess, like the excitement level of a new start, because like you mentioned, it's kind of a mix of vets and some new faces too who are going to play. So what's the excitement level like every year when you are about to start a fresh season?
Yeah, it's very exciting. I don't even know. It's like you can't really put it into words because you're sort of in every day, but then the game day is kind of looming. It's great that we're here finally. Last week it felt like it was a million miles away. So yeah, I think there's nerves and I think a ton of anticipation, but most of us, I would say, just want the first game to be happening so that we can be in it. It's so hard to live in this land of a million different possibilities of what is going to happen. Once we have a problem to work on, I think we all feel a lot more just sort of focused on, putting one foot in front of the other. So the excitement is there, anticipation is there, and this team is super fun. So I think the process of getting there and being in the moment to do so is really easy.
Speak to getting Jackie back, right? I mean, she was a big part of 2 years ago, a really great season 2 years ago. So getting her back, what does that bring in, especially as a veteran leader like that?
Yeah, Jackie is really rare in her leadership. And I think part of that is she's sneaky in certain ways. She's very if you asked everyone on our team, who do you love playing next to? Who teaches you the most during rallies? Who do you find comforting that builds your confidence? They would all name Jackie, and they would name her even when she was injured. So she has that presence, whether she's on the court or just in the gym. And I think I say sneaky because she's so soft-spoken in certain areas, right? She's the funniest person and also so soft-spoken in ways where you don't look at our team compete and see Jackie's volume sort of overtake the gym by any means, but I think her subtle work with every person individually really changes how our team plays. So I can't say enough how important it is to have her back and how much leadership she brings and how much confidence she gives our group.
And Jackie, similar question just for you to come back after last season. Just how excited are you, and any nerves, anything like that, and just how much did missing last year maybe fire you up for this season?
Gosh, I'm overexcited to be back, just on the court with the girls, and even it being a new team, it's just, I can't even put into words what it's like to be back out there and being able to work and not just be in the gym, but be on the court working next to each and every girl, new or returning.
This group, speak to what you kind of know about this group. What's it like working with them? What kind of stands out about this year's Griz volleyball team heading into the season?
I think the thing I noticed the most was how I think eager and ready for season and to compete everyone is. Even on day one of fall camp, it felt like, obviously we hadn't played together much, but it felt like we had been and everybody was on the same page, and we all kind of just hit the ground running from day one, just with our excitement and like physicality and how hard everyone's willing to work to either fight for their individual spot and fight for the team as a whole to be the best we can be from the get-go.
Jack, what did you see from the team in fall camp, but then how much are you excited to see that against an opponent?
Fall camp, like I said, was exciting, and everybody just seemed like they were ready to go. And having our exhibition match, it just felt there was no hesitation from anybody in what we wanted to achieve in that game and what we wanted to see from each other and from ourselves as a group. So, yeah, everyone's just excited, and you can like see it and feel it. Our like collective energy is all there, and I'm probably one of the most excited people, having returning now, wanting to see what we're able to do, because I know what we're capable of.
As a student athlete this week, how would you describe like just the atmosphere and what it's all like with school getting going, everyone back, just kind of the energy around campus?
I don't know. I think I've been able to see all the energy we've had just through fall camp. So with school starting, it just adds a little bit more excitement, especially for all the freshmen and transfers. But I think there's a huge focus on just volleyball and what we're doing, and it hasn't shied away with other things starting to happen as well. So it's good.
Coach, what do you think you learned about the team in fall camp / can you learn that much about it? And does it kind of take other opponents getting into the season to truly learn things?
Yeah, I learned a lot about the team, and I would echo Jackie's thoughts in that this team is extremely driven, and I think we have a very mature group of learners. So I learned that early. You know that when you recruit people, but you never quite know what the group is going to make in this collective chemistry. And so I think we are learners, extremely driven. I think high standards for ourselves individually, but this group is just very fun to be in the gym with. And I've said that about teams prior, and I think that's just a part of our program that keeps growing and keeps growing. But yeah, like Jackie said, they keep coming back hungry. We had a very long fall camp and not a lot of really days off. Even our moments off were spent doing things together as a team, watching film in the community, those types of things. And there was never a moment where fatigue overtook us. There was just so much eagerness to keep going and keep pushing. So that's been the best thing to learn about our group. And now it's just, what do we do mentally when we run into obstacles against opponents? So how do we respond to that?
Then your thoughts on the non-conference schedule, and then just kind of that balancing act of like getting better and weighing that versus actual results. And things like that.
Yeah, it's a tough balance for sure. And this schedule's hard. Our first weekend is hard. We're going to play at GCU in front of 9,000 people on their opening match night. They have a very new team, new staff. But they're coming off an incredible season and an incredible run of several seasons. So I think we're going to be tested right away and, exposed in ways we need to be. But yeah, playing one match a day also, which is a trend that, thank goodness, is the whole country is moving toward. We're not playing multiple matches in a day really anymore. So we're able to rest, we're able to plan and prep as best we can. And I think with this group of learners, we'll be at our best every time we need to respond.
Just kind of one more question for the two of you. Just obviously a couple of years ago, one of the best seasons the Griz volleyball team had in a while. So what about that season? What made success, and what do you want to maybe see this team do? Like, in your mind, how can a success be achieved this season for Montana?
Yeah, I think I'd say that it's our mindset. I think we're physically capable. I think Jackie described our team perfectly. We're capable of doing some really special things. To me, what made that team special 2 years ago was their mindset in tough situations. We won a lot of 5-setters. We came through in really close matches. And anybody who follows the Big Sky, and I've been saying this every year too, that matches are really close. Everybody's good. There's no off night. There's no easy night. So I think how we handle the pressure of that, just feeling pretty relentless throughout the year, I think will determine whether we kind of have our breakout moments and we gain momentum, or if we struggle to find momentum. So yeah, I think we're ready.
Yeah, I would say the same thing in that the conference is really competitive, and at the same time, I feel like anybody can be beaten on any given day, and it's very much of a mindset of needs to be a mindset of our team not kind of not knowing when to quit, whether it be in the second round of the season or in like the third set and we're down 2. I think 2 years ago, I can speak for it more being on the court, but I felt as a sense of our team didn't know when to stop coming for the win, and I think we'll be able to do that this year, especially knowing that we're capable of physically doing that.